I think we're on stream now. Just need to move it back a touch. Hello, yes, we're on now. Okay. Welcome to the first ever podcast on the Whole Heaven TV channel. This is going to be the whole hour. I don't know how this is going to go. It's the first time I'm doing this. So if you guys like any of this, then please go ahead and like it and tell me how much you love it, because it will really help with just the confidence in me doing all these today. But we've got Newcastle United away tomorrow. Very, very big game for Aaron Danks and Aston Villa. This will be a very, very good, entertaining game at St James's Park. We never ever seem to win at St James's Park, and they're flying. We're playing them at the wrong time in the season, to be honest, because they are absolutely flying. But they're due a loss, aren't they? So let's just hope that we can get the result tomorrow. And I'm hoping that Aaron Danks doesn't really change the team around. I think Dane Donker played really well, so hopefully McGinn can maybe be benched this time and come on as a substitute. It'll be good to see if Unai Emery wants Memi Martinez to captain any more games when he comes in on November the 1st. We've got Man United, the first game at Villa Park under Unai Emery. It's going to be a very, very good game as well. It's going to be just a good time to be a Villa fan at the moment in time, because we're linked with a lot of players already in the January window, and he hasn't even been in the job yet. So what's your guys' thoughts on Yeremy Pino? A lot of people said to me through the on the previous video that a lot of people didn't like his stats. You know, the 31 appearances with the 6 goals and the 4 assists. Some people thought it maybe would have been a £20 million player. Never mind a £60 million player. But thanks very much for the support on that one as well, guys. It's been mad. So there was rumours as well we was going to get a new assistant manager. There was rumours we were going to get Santi Cazorla in there as an assistant manager today. Those are the rumours that were going round. And Herrero from I think didn't he play for Real Madrid during his time with the Spain national team as well? I think that he was basically a Spanish legend. So I don't really know what to think about that yet, because how many times have we seen some players like Gerrard and Gary Neville and a handful of those legends manage Villa? It's going to be an assistant managing role as well, but I don't really know that much about him really. I know he's done his badges done, but I never really knew that he managed as an assistant. There was rumours we were going to get that 23-year-old in from Villarreal, the assistant. He was going to come over to Villa, and there was rumours going around that he would manage and be Unai Emery's assistant, just like Villarreal. But those rumours kind of have gone down the pan recently. So I don't know who the assistants are going to be. Aaron Danks potentially might not be the assistant manager again. He was the assistant to, I believe, Gerrard and also Dean Smith. So I don't really know that much that's going on just yet. And if anything, I think he probably would suit the assistant managing role, just because he's also managed Villa recently and also got the best out of the players. So I don't know. It'll be good to see what goes on, and if Unai doesn't get anybody in just yet at this moment in time, and also next week, I think that Aaron Danks could potentially be the assistant to Unai before we get another guy in. So there's a few people on already, so I'm very, very happy with that. So thanks very much. You guys are killing it right now. We've got a few people on, so if any of you guys can leave some feedback and some comments going into the Newcastle game for me to comment on, please feel free to. We're 5 minutes in already, and I'm loving it. I love doing this. This is going to be the first ever podcast I'm ever going to do. So if you guys like it, don't forget to tell me that you do like it, because then we can do some more. There's a lot of speculation around Villa in these past few weeks, and I was so delighted with the fact that we won against Brentford for the first time in forever, because we never seem to beat Brentford. we haven't beaten them at home or away, I don't think, in our history. And even if it was probably in the 1950s or maybe even before then. But 4-0 against a team who were kind of our bogey team for the last few years, that's a very, very good result. And they were a well-organised side. They've got some great players. And it was good to get the result. I know that Danny Ings got 2 goals and Leon Bailey finally managed to get on the score sheet after so many times that he's disappointed us, getting injuries left, right and centre. And it really, really does seem poetic that now all the players that are injured, Luca Dean, he could potentially be on the bench for the Newcastle game. There was rumours that going around that he's doing some group sessions with the physios and whatnot. So if ever that happens now, and Diego Carlos could potentially be getting better with his, I think it was a torn Achilles. In the next few months, we could potentially see a lot of players come back into the team. And it's so weird that Gerrard's gone, and then all of a sudden, all the players come back from injury. It seems as the days go on, it seems that they have an agenda against Gerrard, really. But yeah, I watched a TalkSport video about Darren Ambrose saying our players are a disgrace because they didn't play for Gerrard and they've smashed Brentford 4-0, and we've scored 3 goals in 15 minutes last week against Brentford. It was all a bit of a shock to everybody, really, but I think Aaron Banks got it tactically spot on. With John McGinn getting dropped, with Martinez as the captain. It'll be good to see if Martinez will be captain for a majority of Unai Emery's games, really, because he's coached Unai Emery against Arsenal. With Arsenal, and also he's managed with Diego Carlos. So there's a lot more of the familiar players into this team. There was rumours we were going to get Jeremy Pino in for around 60 million. So there's a lot of familiar players coming in, and I'm very, very excited for tomorrow's game. And it's going to be a really tough one because Newcastle have recently shot up into the table. They're in 4th place. God, I'd love to be in 4th place. But they're really good at the moment. Almiron is like Messi for them at the moment. He's scoring a lot of goals for them, and I think that I don't know about Isaac, really. I think Almiron's probably one to look out for, and not to mention St Maximan too. We was so many rumours going around that we was going to get him in at the summer window as well. But we've missed out on so many players. We missed out on Conor Gallagher and Ismail Assar. If ever Pino now is unbelievable for Villarreal, if that ever happens, we've missed out on a really good player there, and we've missed out on so many good players already. I think that also as well, some of our players have been flops. I know that Leon Bailey's he's not really worth 30 million at this moment in time, but if he carries on like he did against Brentford, and also who remembers that game when he came on for 20 minutes against Everton? There is a few moments where he does seem to be unbelievable for Aston Villa, and we all thought that Bailey was going to be an ideal replacement for Grealish, really. But I'd like Conor Gallagher in January as well, and just a handful of other players that we're linked with at the moment. I'm very, very excited. So one thing is, I can't actually get the live chat up without interrupting the stream. So I'm going to just use my finger here just to have a look and see. There we go. So we've got the live chat here. We're going to press that and we're going to have a look. Play Bailey on the left, which is where he signed for. Hang on a minute. Looks like he's going to bring in 5 new guys. Yeah, so it looks like Herrera is gonna come in. I don't know how you say his name. It sounds like I'm saying, like Ferrero Rocher, the chocolate. It sounds like I'm saying that forever I pronounce his name. We've got some people on today. That was a shock to me, really, because I didn't really know how many people would come onto this. But the podcast is going really well at the minute, guys. I'm liking it. And this is going to be as a video now for for the rest of today and going into tomorrow against Newcastle. We're going to see if we can grow the podcast a little bit and see if we can get more people on every week and every game as well. There's a lot of games going on tonight as well. The QPR are playing Blues, so it'd be good to see how Tim gets on for QPR, and they're flying as well, aren't they? I'm pretty sure, and aren't they top of the league at the moment? And Albion have got a really fucking hard game, haven't they, against Sheffield United? So that's going to be a good game to watch if any of you are still watching the Championship. Oh. You're not supposed to say shit on the City. There's oh wow. There's a few people on today. I'm going to end this at 7, so it's going to be an hour long. That's why it's called the Holte Hour. Something very exciting that I've been wanting to do. I don't know who Wolves have got, but apparently too they're in a real spot of bother at this moment. There was rumours that weren't Sean Dyche going to be Wolves' new manager. I know there was rumours going around about that, but I don't know how true they are. I think Sean Dyche is the favourite, isn't he? Leeds want Sean Dyche. Oh yeah, because Jesse March might get sacked, won't he? I think wasn't he the favourite to get sacked now? He weren't Gerrard anymore. Now he's gone. It's I think it's Jesse March now. But I really like Leeds. I don't want them to go down. They're gonna be missed. I like going to Leeds. I wish they'd do a lot better under Jesse March, because I actually really like him. I think he's underrated at times, really. I think he's quite good. Coming from a country that's more interested in, I don't know, basketball and American football, it's good to see an American manager in the Premier League. I think the last manager, I believe, in the Premier League was Bob Bradley. I think that's his name. I think he managed Everton. I think. And that was the most recent manager coming from America. And there's a lot of American players now who are coming in and are doing really well. I know Leeds have got a few, but and the American team for the World Cup looks really strong at the moment. They've got some good players. But they had some good players anyway, didn't they? Back in the day for the 2014 World Cup and the 2010, when they had like Landon Donovan and fucking Clint Dempsey and a lot of other players like that. I think Clint Dempsey's probably one of the best American players, and it wasn't Lalas one of them too. I think he was an American centre back. He was probably one of the best as well. Oh dear. This will be a really hard game tomorrow. I actually think that Newcastle will go into the Europa League. And the best of it is, the best of it is they haven't even spent that much. I think we've spent more than Newcastle since the takeover. I think we've spent more than them over the last 2 seasons, maybe even this season. If you compare the two sides, they've probably spent less than we have before the fucking takeover even happened for them. And even if they did, I think we've probably spent more and we'd have even had one. So that's the problem, really, isn't it? Matt Targett's probably laughing at us now, because they seem to love Matt Targett. Oh, David Wagner. He was American, was he? I didn't know. I thought he was like German or something. I want some more people on here now. There's a few on tonight. So yeah, that's my point. Oh man, we all slagged Matt Target off. We all said he was the shittest player in this team. Even though most of the fans said it, and now all of a sudden, Matt Target, he's loving life, isn't he? I actually really like Matt Target, to be honest. I think he was quite underrated, and I think he's probably better than Luca Dean at this moment. Well, he is now anyway, because he's got been injured for most of the fucking season, so maybe. But I like him. I've always liked Target. He's more of an attacking winger though, which is something that we really need. I know that our defence we play far too narrow, and sometimes Digne likes to come in and whip some crosses in and things like that. But at least Target could shoot, and he could also be on the overlaps when Grealish was with him. I don't know what I'm going to talk about for the next 45. Can some people put the 11 up of what you think's going to be the 11 for tomorrow's game, and I'll probably make something up, but maybe even I might do one for the United game and all, just to get some videos going. I want to try out some new things as well. I'm going to try and get on the Up the Villa podcast as well in the next week. And I'm going to also try and get the Gambian Lions on, because I actually speak to the Gambian Lions quite a lot, so he's agreed to come on and do a video with me. So most of the people from the Gambian Lions will probably come on in the next few weeks. I'll have to sort something out. I don't know what the time difference is in Gambia, but I think it's pretty. I think it's a pretty big difference. I think we're on the other side of the fucking world, aren't we? So, we just got interrupted there. Hello to some of the people who've just joined the stream. We're doing the match preview for the Newcastle game at St James's Park tomorrow. It's going to be a very, very tough game. And if we win, it will be unbelievable, because Newcastle are flying. We never seem to win against Newcastle at St James's Park. And it will be the first away game of the season that we've won. Our away record is probably one of the worst. I don't think he'll change it. I don't know if McGinn will start over Dendoncker, but I would have thought that he hadn't have changed anything. I don't think he will. I really do think that Martinez will be captain from now on. I really think that. Martinez will be captain from now on. Because if Unai Emery's coming in and he's already managed Martinez, and he's already captain at that moment in time, and also he kept a clean sheet, didn't he? So he just proves he can handle pressure, and he has kept a few clean sheets already this season, hasn't he? So, and also a few that we've won. We got a clean sheet against Southampton as well, and against Brentford. So yeah. I'd really, really want Conor Gallagher. If anything, John McGinn's value is going to go down anyway, because he's getting older. He's nearly in his 30s. I think he's like 27 or something. Martinez didn't get on with Unai Emery. Huh? That's probably why he left. Was Arteta with Arsenal at that time when Martinez came? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't really know if he was there or not really. But if he's managed a lot of these players, then I think maybe when Carlos comes back, he could be a potential captain because he's got a lot of experience with the manager, and just because he could be a leader potentially going into it. I'd love to know what happened with Nakamba as well, and Sanson for that matter, because I actually really like Morgan Sanson. Be good to see what Unai Emery does with Archer as well, because we haven't seen much what he can do. I hope he doesn't bring him on with 10 minutes to go, just like he always does. It's just, he's never going to improve if that happens, is he really? He probably barely even gets a touch of the ball. I know he had a few touches against Forest when he came on, but that was about 60 minutes in. But Gerrard had a bit of a thing where he brings substitutes on very early, but we actually brought our subs on earlier into the second half. We've never really been good with substitutions though, no matter what manager we've had. I don't even think Dean Smith would have even considered having the job back at Villa, to be honest. I think he would feel pretty betrayed, you know, especially when Gerrard had the job. I'd be like, oh, we want you back. If you could probably do with a round of fuck offs from them, really. I've just got a notification on my phone now, and I can't see. There we go. A lot of people have joined today, so I'm very happy with that. What do you guys think about the Newcastle game ahead, guys? I think Almiron's one to look out for. They've got a very, very deadly attack at the moment with Isaac, Saint-Maximin and Almiron in that front three. If only we could have got Saint-Maximin and Sarr. Imagine how good our team would be. Oh, God. Not good. I don't know who I'd have in January. I don't know about Pino, but I'd like Gallagher. He might be on the bench, okay. So that probably might bring him out of the equation, but haven't they got Ryan Fraser as well? He never seems to age either. How old is he now? I think he's in his 30s now, but he always seems to do well no matter who he fucking plays for. It seems like Ryan Fraser's been there for years. Like you always see him now. I don't know why. But we were linked with a lot of Newcastle's players, even Botman. Remember when we were linked with Sven Botman? And then Newcastle got him for around 25-30 million. And then we were linked with Saint-Maximin as well. It's almost like we've almost got a little bit of a connection with them, really. Well, we sent them down twice, so maybe that's probably the reason why. But he was linked with so many players. How could I forget as well? Bruno Guimaraes probably will start as well for Newcastle. I'm just trying to think, who do they have Who do they have in the midfield now? So they've got Guimaraes, Shelby. Who do they have in CDM? Could someone let me know? I don't really know they have in CDM anymore. But I know that their defence is is pretty damn good as well. Nick Pope. Who would have thought Nick Pope would do good for Newcastle after having a few seasons at Burnley? He's still one of the Prem's top keepers in my opinion. He plays alone, so I'm guessing. Okay. Oh yeah, they've got Kieran Trippier as well on the right hand on the right back as well. So yeah, their defence is pretty strong. They've got Lascelles, Botman, fucking Trippier, Target at left back. That's actually quite a good defence, to be honest. And then they've got Guimaraes, they've got Shelvey. Who else do they have now? I can have a rough understanding on how they're gonna be on the pitch. So it looks like it's going to be Nick Pope. It's going to be the fullback's going to be Trippier and Target. The two centre backs are probably going to be Lascelles and Botman. Centre mid, probably Guimaraes, Shelvey. I don't know who do they have in the other central midfield spot now. I can name 10 out of the 11. So Isaac's going to play. Almiron's definitely going to play, and Sir Maximin as a front three. That's how I'm thinking they're going to be. But I don't know. Who else am I missing? I can't think of any other midfielders that Newcastle have at the moment. Not Lascelles. Even so, their team's pretty good at the moment. It'll be good to see if Watkins is going to be a substitute or not. I don't know if Coutinho will probably be on the bench or not, so I don't know. Man, the inside of my mouth's itching. Yeah, that one. There's a lot of Brazilians now in the Premier League who are really good. Martinelli, Paqueta from West Ham, Guimaraes, Gabriel. Like, I could name 11 Brazilian players in the Premier League now who would probably do well in the World Cup. Oh yeah, Fabian Schär. That's a good shout. I forgot about him. A very good centre back actually. He's got a right shot on him. Newcastle are probably 2 players away from having a good Champions League side. Oh yeah, their captain. Wasn't Lascelles captain before Fabian Schär as well? So we've been on here for half an hour. I'm very surprised. I don't think Eddie Howe will change anything going into tomorrow's game. I'll have to look at the team as well and just see where it goes. I might potentially midstream. I might just have a look. It'll be interrupted for a moment, and then I'll just do an 11 for them as well. But I can have a rough understanding on who's going to play. The new badge is coming out soon as well. I wonder if that'll probably be released in the next month. I would have thought they're a bit close to that now than just going through the next few designs. I think there's 2 more designs to go through, so they've just got to pick one. Good God! If ever it's like that Leeds badge, you know the one I'm on about, the Leeds badge that looked like a bloody. I'm not doing that, but it looked pretty terrible. There was a few racist undertones to that really. And then Leeds never had it in the end, did they? God, that was terrible. I like this one, to be fair, that's on this shirt, but the modern one, like the Martin O'Neill, Randy Lerner era, the first season when we had them, when Young signed and Carew signed in January. And I just remembered as well, there was a swap deal for Milan Barros for John Carew. So Barros went one way and he went the other, I think. And then he went to, wasn't it Portsmouth? But he was good with Jermaine Defoe, and I'm pretty sure the season he left, the season after that, he scored against us. So that wasn't very good. But we've had some terrible fucking swap deals, haven't we? Neil Taylor as well. The swap deal for Neil Taylor and Jordan Ayew was just useless to us. At the same time, like, Neil Taylor was a good player at that moment, but Jordan Ayew now, he went on, shall I say, to be a good player for Palace in the Prem now, and he's still playing there now. And he was one of probably the better players we had in that team, even when we went down into the Championship as well, but he just weren't really loved at Villa that much. And we all thought he was going to be the next best thing as well, coming from the French league. I can't remember what team he played for at the time, but we've had some terrible swap deals. Yeah, Joe Linton. Yeah, that's another midfielder. Yeah, Joe Linton. Completely forgot about Joe Linton, actually. So I think he's definitely going to start. There's no way Eddie Howe's dropping Joe Linton at all. So I think I've got the 11 now. I've definitely got the 11 now. It's going to be a very, very hard game now. So I'm starting off with probably Pope, Target, Fabian Schär, Botman, Trippier, then Joelinton, Guimaraes. I think it's either Matty or Sean Longstaff. I'm gonna go for Matty Longstaff in there, and right midfield Almiron, up front Isak, and then Sir Maximin as well. Dan Burn, fuck me. There's a lot of I'm sorry. There's a lot of good players in there. Dan Burn was probably one of the players who would get called up for England as well. There was rumours that he would get picked for England. I think as well it's got something to do with how good his game is as well, because of it being his boyhood club as well. That's something you've got to think about too. And I didn't know this. I didn't know this either, but Dan Burn hasn't got a finger. I think he's got. Hang on, one. I've got 4 fingers. So he's got 3 fingers, right? So he's pretty much like that. I didn't know until watching a video. He was talking about his finger, and from what I can gather, he hasn't got a bloody 4th finger. He's got 3 fingers and a thumb. I didn't know that. The Swedish guy's out until after the World Cup. Okay. I didn't know that now. So looks like we've got a big loss now. There's a lot of people who are missing out on the World Cup. I think also, if we want to sign Pino in January, Pino, I think it would be probably hard to at the moment, just because of you don't know how Spain are going to be in the World Cup, and you don't know how much he's going to play. And if he does do well, that'll also be something to think about, because same happened with Grealish before we sold him. That's probably why he went for 100 million at the time. I don't know if England are going to do any well in this World Cup yet. There's no way I can go through what happened in the Euros again. Not a chance. I'm very excited for it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do any well this moment. There's a lot of upsets, aren't they? Really, so. Remember how good Maguire was last World Cup? He was brilliant, weren't he? Really good. And come to think of it, Trippier's playing tomorrow. Remember how good he was in the World Cup when he scored that free kick and then we lost. I think it was... Did we lose to Croatia? I think Mandzukic scored 2 goals in that game as well. We all thought it was going to be different, didn't we? That last World Cup. Maybe we could have had a slim chance, but didn't France win it in the end? Didn't they? I think wasn't it France versus Portugal in the final? I can't remember. I think it was. But I don't know who's going to win the World Cup this time. I think the best bet probably might be France again, or maybe Spain. I would have thought, or Italy. It's very hard to predict, isn't it? Really. I remember when Greece won the Euros in 2004. Nobody would have thought that was even possible. So it can happen. Fucking Greece. What an upset that would have been. I don't think they did. I don't know. I can't remember who they played in the final. Croatia. We always seem to have a bit of rivalry with Croatia since they knocked us out the championships in 2007, 8 or something. That was before Fabio Capello as well, actually. So we've always seemed to have a little bit of a rivalry with them. So we've got 20 minutes to go before the stream ends. It's been an absolute joy. I've loved it. And a lot of people have came on here, so I'm very grateful. There's going to be a lot of things happening in the next few weeks with this channel. I think we're on the charge to 2,000 subs. You know, Villa are on the charge to the Europa League. And I'm on the charge to 2K. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Hello to everybody who's just joined. We're going to be previewing the Newcastle game tomorrow. 4-2 in the final, France won. I knew that France won it, but I can't remember who played in the final. I think I'm probably confusing it with the Euros before that, when Portugal won. I can't remember who they played. It's going to be very hard to predict. Aren't Brazil in the World Cup now, are they? I don't know. You can tell I don't watch international football, can't you? You can't tell. It's like I'm terrible at predicting stuff like this. Brazil definitely are, aren't they? Instead of the Euros, they're in the Copa America, aren't they? So yeah, I would have imagined they're probably in it this year. I'll tell you what though, Argentina have got a very good team at the moment, aren't they? Martinez as well, and Messi and Buendia. a lot of people are pretty mixed on Emmy, to be honest, but there's 5 people on here now. Everybody leave score predictions down. We haven't done that yet. And there's 20 minutes to go. Bang on. I've been on the live 40 minutes. I'm very surprised. Hopefully I'm not rambling on and talking a load of shite for this stream, but it is what it is. Like, I haven't done one of these before, so like it. This is going to also be on YouTube after this is on, so if any of you can watch it afterwards, if those of you who came in late and watching the stream, feel free. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 1-0 Villa, or maybe a draw. I don't think we'll lose, but it wouldn't surprise me if we do either way. But I think there's no way we can be predicting a loss after last week's result. I think we're gonna be really up for it tomorrow. I really do. There's a bit of confidence in this side now, I think. And we also could look good for Europe if we get a result now and all. 3-0. Jesus Christ. That's optimistic. That's like my fucking prediction every week. Newcastle to win. Okay. Yeah, that's not optimistic anymore. 3-0 Newcastle. Most of the time though, you are pretty spot on. So I can't really say I disagree, but I think I might end this early. Depends how many people come on. But I'll tell you what I'll do. We're on the stream. I'm going to show you guys around this villa room. So just need to see. So we've got some shirts here. That's in the background for when I do videos now as well. Then we've got these things. That shirt over there has been match worn. It's been worn by Alja and Ireland in the Carabao Cup semi-final. 200 quid. Lovely. Got that one. And we've got a Paul McGrath thing there. Look at these on the wall here. I need to swap that Bosnich one out and put that somewhere else. Because I've got another one that's the same size as these two. But there you go. As soon as we move this settee out of the way, I can have a nice little background when I go in to do the videos now. I might potentially show it off. Oh dear. Boo, 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 boo. Might be going to a Tony Daly meet and greet in the next few weeks as well. So then I can get a signed Tony Daly shirt as well for all the other ones that I've just got on the wall. I'm part of a Facebook Villa shirt collectors group as well, so some people have already seen some of my shirts and things like that, so I like them. It's nice to know that I'm not just the only person who's into all that kind of thing. Sounds like I've got no life, to be honest. And I need to get the Paul McGrath one up on this one too. I might get a second one as well. Oh man, my beard's itchy. I look like Melberg a lot now. Look at this. Oh dear. I'm probably going out tonight as well, so I need to get this fucking trimmed up a little bit early, but it's too late now because I'm fucking shut now, aren't they? Too late. Okay. So there's a 3-0 Newcastle. That's not a very good prediction. I'm going to do a video next week talking about the reaction to the comments regarding Jeremy Pino and Unai Emery. And I'm going to do a video in the next few days talking about the potential assistant manager for what I've said, talking to you guys today. So that's going to be another one. We've got the video with the Gambian Lions and also I don't know whether to vlog Old Trafford or not now. I don't know whether to do a vlog for the fucking United game against United at Old Trafford. I haven't done one of those for fucking ages. So I'm going to do one, I think, at Old Trafford. The one against Old Trafford when Grealish scored that screamer. That was a good game. Oh, dearie me. Right, 15 minutes to go, everybody. I'd like to thank everybody who's come on. It's been a real good stream. If any of you that want to come on in the future, I might do a phone in, depending on how well this goes for me. So if any of you can drop numbers down as well, that'd be very good. So then a lot of you can come on here and say a lot of stuff. And I'm gonna try and get on a few podcasts as well, because I do actually like to speak quite a lot. So I try and sort all those out. Oh God, my finger just cracked there. Right then. So we've done the 11. We've done the predictions. We've done the Unai Emery talk. We've done the assistant manager talk. We've done the preview. We've done everything, guys. We are 13 minutes exactly from finishing. And yeah, my battery's about to die. So we're going to have to wait a good 10 minutes, then I'm going to end the stream. Yeah, we finished early, guys. I didn't think we'd do it, but we finished early, and there's a lot of people come on now. So if any of you can say hello, that'd be very good. This stream's been good. I like it. It's going to happen every week. If any of you want to carry on, it's good to see that some of you have actually joined this. Right, okay. So I'm going to end it now. I'm going to end it 10 minutes early. Jesus Christ. Okay. Thanks to everybody. I'll see you soon. We're going to do a live watch along actually as well tomorrow, because I'm not going to Newcastle tomorrow. So we're going to do a live watch along. Be there for kick-off, and we'll do a watch along. We can hopefully get a few people on there as well. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button too, because I'm nearly at 2k subs. Thanks very much, and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye. Yeah. See you later.